We're making a start on planting our veg today. We're getting a late start. We've been out most of the day. It's Sunday, but we're going to be getting a start on planting what we've got for veg. We're Stephen and Mags, and together with our 3 kids, Louis, Neve and Oliver, we're starting out on the biggest adventure of our lives, swapping city life for an off-grid homestead. After years of dreaming about making a change, we sold our house in the UK, packed up all our belongings and made the 1,500-mile trip to southern Spain with the hopes of creating the dream family home and a new life in the sun. Follow our story from the very beginning as we begin the journey of creating our off-grid home. So we've started making a start already. We've been out and shovelled a couple of wheelbarrows full of goat manure onto the little plot where we're going to start. However, we're planning on getting much more done. We've been battling for the last 3 days with that thing. That is the rotavator. Short of putting it in the bin. I don't know what to do with it. We haven't got all our tools here yet, and we need a particular type of tool to be able to tighten the belts that are on there, so that the blades actually spin underneath. We can't do it. We have tried every tool that we've got. We've tried every way that we can think of to try and do it, and we can't. But we spoke to friends this morning when we were out, and they've got a whole load of tools and said that we can take it up to theirs and get it sorted. So, since we haven't got the aid of a machine, we're going to do this part of it by hand first of all. The soil's quite loose underneath for the most part over there, so it should be okay enough to be able to dip into it with the fork, but I'll just show you how soft it is. It's like sinking sand. So we're just going to try and turn this into it, and then we've also got some compost there and some other compost in the shed, and we're going to try and put it along the sections where the irrigation pipes will go, so that we're not wasting what we've got or feeding the weeds in between, and then covering it with mulch as well. No chance of snapping that. Yeah, it's only to mix it in. Can you pull the thingy wire out? Just move it out of the way for now while we toss that one in. And then once we put everything in, we can put it back on top.
One of the compost?
Yeah. If you split it in half, I'll take half that side and you take half that side. Come on, muscles. All the way through.
Surprised how much muscles I haven't got. I need to do something like that.
Stand on it. There you go.
Do you want me to start at this end, or do you want to turn it over and I'll try and make the little gullies either side? Well, this is our first one, our first row done, and as you can see we've done like a peak and 2 troughs either side just to try and make it so the veg that we're going to plant on top doesn't wash away if we have any really heavy downpour. But before we can get into planting anything in it or adding any more to it, we just need to water it, because as you can see the topsoil is a little bit like dust, so we're just trying to dampen it down a little bit, or dampen it down a little bit, and then we'll get on with the next bit. So now we're just turning the soil over again before we water it in again. It's not as hydrophobic as I thought it'd be, Stacey.
Yeah, but if you lift, like, you come in and look, like the top looks like it's pretty wet, but as soon as you move it, it's just, the water doesn't sink down. So hopefully, keep mixing it in, like we did with the plot over there. If you keep mixing it in, the water will eventually start seeping through and not just running off. So we've got 2 rows done and then a walkway in between. That way, can't do my hand back to front. We're just going to do one more row because we've already got goat manure down here for that one. So we're going to put one more row in across there. Mags is just fixing in the second irrigation pipe, we've got ground clips, like big used staples like that go in. One, it seals up the end of the hose because it pinches the hose at the end to stop the water coming out. But 2, sit nicely on top of it. If you have them in on top, then what we can do is plant either side of the irrigation pipe as we go down like that, all the way down, and that way we're not disturbing the pipe, but we know the plants are going to get all the water they need from it. We've got a wider walkway in this one, so we can access down there to the fruit trees if we need to, or take stuff down, wheelbarrows. And then 2 more rows here. We've got this one set up with the manure, so we're going to do this one next because we've got enough plant start for these 3 rows first. What I don't want to do is do this one, and by the time we come to planting it, it's all then rock solid and all dried out. So we'll do this one and then go and get the plant starts. I'm off to hand the shed to go and get the vegetables, the little plant starters we've got to go and plant in the garden outside. We've got a whole different mix of them. We've got cabbage, sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, purple cauliflower, spring onions. So I'm just going to take them up with me and then we can start planting them out. We're just about to plant the first plants, and the first one we're going to do is purple broccoli. The purple broccoli needs to be about 18 inches apart. Now, because we've only got 3 rows, we haven't got enough to do exactly 18 inches apart. So 18 inches is about 45 centimetres. So we've got a stick which is about just under 40 centimetres long. So we're going to use this as the guide, plant to plant, turn it over, and the next one, and do that all the way down. We might even try and do some opposite sides of the irrigation line so that we know they get proper water and that they've got room to spread out a little bit as well.
So Steve's just laying out the veg that we've got. So in the first row is all cauliflower. So it's purple cauliflower and white cauliflower. In the next row is going to be cabbage. And then we've got some broccoli and Brussels sprouts. Yeah, we've got broccoli and some Brussels sprouts. So we're just going to have a little look and make sure that we can companion plant them together. And then that way, hopefully, they'll grow. Oh yeah, we have got onions too, so we're just going to see who we can plant them with as well. So Steve's just finishing watering in the veg that we've just planted, and then what we're going to do is just trying to retain some of that moisture. We're going to put some hay on. So I've just brought the hay out of the barn and we're just going to spread it on top. In hindsight, we probably should have put the hay down and then planted the little plant in between. It might have been much easier, but you live and learn. We'll see how we get on. So me and Louie are going to put the fence up today. We didn't get round to doing it yesterday. We just lost light and then we ended up with a thunderstorm and very much needed rain. So hopefully that'll help as well when we're putting the poles in. So for the fence we're going to use these little rebar, like plastic rebar poles, and some chicken wire just to fence the whole area off.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free. Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth.
So now I'm just going to put a bit of wire in just to keep the netting up off the plants just while they're still immature. We had a tip that the pigeons will eat them if we don't do something about it, so we're just covering them with a little green net so we can still water them. The light can still get at them so they can still grow, and once they're a bit more mature we can take this off. But for now, it should just protect them from the pigeons eating them, or hopefully the rabbits as well.
Forever free, you and me, meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
So that's all our jobs done for this video. So if you liked it, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you on the next one.
Ta.